I hope you're excited to take this new week for a habit pursuit or an exercise journey you might want to start, or you're not yet, you haven't already. Please do check out my channel for more inspirations. And for today's uh, topic is kind of uh, the most barriers in a pursuit, in a habit pursuit. So I would be specifically sharing about exercise, the habit of exercising, but you can always apply this in whatever aspect of your life. So if you like lang, all right? So again, it has always been usually on a Monday also, it is kind of having a hangover from the weekend, or kind of, isn't it like, or you're going back to a habit. It's kind of very challenging. So I want to share with you some reads or learnings about it, about having this, always, guys, the challenges to sustain an exercise habit or to sustain a habit, whatever it is, right? So we may want to learn about this. So it says here, guys, the biggest barriers to success in life are primarily psychological and behavioral, driven by fear, self doubt, poor habits rather than lack of opportunity. Key obstacles include fear of failure or success in pursuing a habit, procrastination, guilty of that. If I could just, I still exercise before, but I didn't have specific time. I thought sometimes, yeah, like I was trying to look for my own flow. Like, am I a morning person? Am I an evening, or like that? I was there when I was younger. So yes, the tendency is to, when you're not focused, your tendency is to put it aside and do it later, or and it ends up, it ended up during those days that I missed the workout or somehow. So a fixed mindset, no? So key obstacles, a fixed mindset, you have that one thinking, negative self-talk. I think most of us know, like when we just can't find the beauty in in any habit pursuit, we tend to just look at the bad side of it so we can have an excuse, di ba? For me, guys, overcoming this requires emotional intelligence, discipline, and intentional environmental changes. The most common barriers to pursuing a habit, an exercise habit, or be it whatever that you want to do diligently and perpetually. Here are some, okay? So, for psychological and emotional barriers, fear of failure or success paralyzes action and triggers and sabotage. Fear of failure, being afraid to try again sometimes, isn't it? Because you thought, you have that thinking that I tried that, it didn't work for me. So you already have that fixed one track mind that it's not gonna work anymore, or you're, not being open anymore. So that's why, isn't it, like sometimes we are afraid to try and uh, be hardworking and in most of our habits, because we are afraid of the success. So it's always like that, no? Self doubt and limiting beliefs, convincing ourselves that we are not worthy, capable, or enough. It's always like that. It has always been like that, guys. That we forget we look at our weaknesses instead of our strengths, isn't it? So compared to, because it's not always that, yeah, lucky you if you're consistent, like I'm confident about this, I can do this, I'm motivated, I'm inspired every day to exercise. But it has always been, it's easier to think of that side that we are, just um, complacent, and we can, it's like our safe zone to always say na anyway I can't, anyway I'm typically like this, anyway it's not for me, maybe maybe next time I am a next time person, or maybe later, like that, no. So maybe another thing is perfectionism, setting impossibly high standards that lead to procrastination and inaction. uh, Not being for me, guys, yung being impatient to start from the bottom. It's again, it's like being a beginner for a long time. It's really, it requires a lot of patience, and I think humility, because you are wanting to just learn the little things, the little steps, the baby steps to get to that, habit. Keeping it, no. So we are rushing things, we are wanting to be there immediately. So it's really, the for me, guys, it's really the little things in practicing the habit of exercising. It's really doing it frequently, all the time when you can. All right. So um, what is your standard of a certain habit? Is it too high? Is it unachievable that you've set so much, set so high of a standard that you cannot even, because you're wanting to sustain it, you're wanting to keep it. You're not being in competition with others, but rather with yourself, that you, because when you are just natural, whatever you can only in the moment, that is one thing that you're gonna have to be grateful for and keeping. That is how to sustain an exercise habit for me, guys. Fixed mindset, believing your abilities cannot change, limiting your potential for growth. Yes, locking ourselves in some kind of thinking that this is not for you. um, or maybe you are already afraid. It's just the same as the first one. You are already afraid to keep it because you think it's not you, it's not for you. People believe that you are not that, or in whatever sense that you are, that this becomes a barrier for you to pursue an exercise habit. Instant gratification, preferring a short-term pleasure over long-term goals. I'm guilty of that. I'm impatient. That's why it's called, I always say, guys, life is one big school of patience. And I want, maybe me, I'm wanting to, always be already rushing things. That's why sometimes when I think it's hard already, I quit, I delay, that's why I'm sharing this channel with you guys, that you don't get a certain goal, you don't capture a certain dream, or whatever it is, a habit, immediately, isn't it? You're gonna have to work hard for it. You're gonna have to sacrifice time, energy, effort, a lot of things. A lot of things. There are a lot of things that you're gonna have to consider to achieve to keep an exercise habit. It's easy to have a habit, but keeping it is one thing that's very important during the hard times, during the dark times, during the hurdles, the struggles, the obstacles, the challenges, all those things, during those things that we have to practice, um, you know, uh, facing, uh, practicing despite the challenges, despite the situation. That's one thing, guys. This channel is all about that. Okay, so barriers in pursuit of an exercise habit, behavioral and personal barriers. So that's procrastination, delaying critical tasks due to fear or lack of focus. Um, I we I would say, guys, most of the time, isn't it, like sometimes you're afraid to step or take your very first step to keep a habit, because it's just easier. It's just easier to go on that side, on that path, to go to that, to choose that path, to just pursue, maintain, keep it, and then achieve, isn't it? It's hard. The achieving part before we are able to get there, isn't it? The the gap in between, that's the one thing that we have to sustain, and that is the the sustaining part, keeping it. So yes, so again, lack of discipline, inability to maintain consistency in efforts all the time, every time, perpetually, every day, every time, every other day, whatever it is, you just show up even so you don't like it. That's how you learn it. That's how you keep it. There's no other way. There's no magic. There's no magic. The environment around you, the situation, the venue, the workout loads, all um, these are just aesthetics to the main idea of keeping an exercise habit. But it's yourself, your determination, your wanting, your desire, your reason why is the most important thing. Even so, you're wearing for your exercise, just your undies, just your whatever it is, shorts, shirt, not anymore in style. What is important is your desire, your focus, your goal, that you are wanting to be healthy, to lose weight, to give this time, your time to exercise like that. No? So having that mindset, guys. So um, consistency, showing up, even so when nobody's looking, even so you are just consistent. You are just there all the time like that. Okay, so that is poor health habits, not sleeping enough, improper diet, lack of exercise leading to burnout. Um, Guilty of that, especially in the weekends. Having hangover over from the weekend, and then now it's Monday. It's kind of hard. Um, did not eat well, ate too much, ate too little, ate too. You get me, guys. A lot of things that may cause us to not pursue an exercise habit in particular. So lack of um, improper diet, I think, choosing the diet that's a diet that's not for you, or you're just you know keeping up with the trend, what is what is right, what is perfect for you, is very important. What suits you, where you're comfortable at, where you are also being nourished, and at the same time enjoying it. You are wanting to be delighted when you eat, so please choose the right diet for you. um, Maybe exercising too much already, too advanced when you are just starting, or you are just starting to get back on the habit of exercising. Doing too much can lead us to burnout. So yes, so those are poor health habits. People pleasing, seeking external validation at the cost of personal goals. um, the one thing that you're going to have to please is your creator, yourself, that you are just wanting to do this for your main reason, that you're wanting to be healthy, you are wanting to be fit, you are wanting to, for whatever goal it is that you are exercising, or whatever habit you're doing these things for your children, for your family, for your community, for your those things, guys. Those are the many things that you can have focus on when you are doing an exercise habit, especially. And not anymore, well, considering also being able to see when pursuing a certain habit, especially, guys, personally for me, making sure it can impact the lives of others. That's one thing that you're gonna have to also maybe keep focused. One thing that, am I gonna pursue this habit, is this going to be good for others also, what you are, not just for yourself but for others also. I think that's a one way, a one good mindset also. Are you just exercising for the reason of other people, or what is your reason why? It has to be something deep, so that when you are encountering the struggles, the challenges, you are you don't easily give up in keeping the habit. Um, Environmental and social barriers, toxic influences, surrounding yourself with people who do not support or actively hinder your growth. We know that, guys, you just keep focused. Many struggles in life. Life will throw you a lot of challenges. The people environment. It's raining. There's a typhoon. There's other challenges like I don't have a chance, or I don't have a way to go to the gym, or I don't have the time. I am like this. There's no space at home. I can't. All the I cannot. I don't have. All these things will come to us all the time. But it's really how we are really going to practice that mindset of whatever it is, no matter what, that idea, if you like. Okay, so um, just being able to differentiate uh, the positive on the positive side, whatever it is, guys. You may we may have we are exposed to different noises, isn't it? It's how we take the good and the bad, leave out the bad, right? So whatever it is, positive, negative, we choose what we like to put in our mind, our heart, our body, and soul, isn't it? We just choose. So we have that free will, isn't it, to decide. Lack of resources, operating without a clear, organized strategy to achieve a certain habit. So maybe being open-minded that you have these resources intact to pursue an exercise habit. All right. So just especially now, guys, there are a lot of things. If you can't work out, if you can't exercise, you don't have a budget to go to the gym, then maybe trying, just walking around the village, or kind of staying at home and have exercise at home. There are a lot of ways. You're shy to do an aerobic class or attend a class, then you don't have to. You can, work out alone, or do some hiking, trekking, whatever it is. So you just make a way. You don't like the typical exercising, then you try water exercise. I have that in my live stream. Please check out. Uh, how do you call this? Hydro aero. How do you call that? Water exercise, like that. So there are a lot of options, guys. So develop. Okay, here are some of how to overcome these barriers. Develop a growth mindset. View failures or as lessons rather than permanent setbacks. So the failures are lessons. For me personally, guys, isn't it? It's only during having the mistakes, learning, seeing, experiencing the mistakes, we learn the lessons, isn't it? We only realize things. So those days when you decided not to show up on the exercise, or those days that you didn't get up in the morning, those are lessons already that you are wanting to, okay, I have done this habit already before. This did not work out. Maybe trying a new one, maybe changing, isn't it? So yes, all right. Practice a self-discipline. Build small daily habits that align with long-term goals. So it's hard, self-discipline, guys. It's kind of hard. It's easy to say it, pero discipline is a practice talaga. All the time, it's the practice. It is a commitment, being disciplined, no? So are you decided? You can start small, daily routines that you just keep a pattern and just diligently show up and practice. Okay. Okay. Next is manage your mindset. Challenge negative self-talk and confront fears directly. Um, Manage the way we think. We are humans. We give up on things, and just, what? I can do it today. It's a Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. This is another chance for me to spread out positivity through exercising. I mean, having those mindset that you when you say it, when you it just manifests. You say you Do you get me, guys? Like, even so it's imaginary, even so you're not yet feeling positive for that moment. When you say it repetitively to yourself, I am positive. I can do this. Today is going to be great. I'm going to be able to exercise. I'm going to go to the where I'm going to exercise, be there, and just show up, enjoy the exercise, and have a great day. I know it's all cliche, but that's just how it is. You manifest, isn't it? When you practice all the time saying it, you absorb that positivity. you absorb that energy instead of today is a Monday again. I don't like it. I hate it. So imagine, guys, life is already hard. We don't want to make it even more, right? So we just try our best to practice it. I know it's not easy. It's not always like that. It's not never, right? And I always share with you guys that I usually don't like doing this one every day with you. It's not always like that. I have to find the spark all the time. I keep trying. I just keep on trying. So if some people can do it, we can also try that, right? So what else? Practice self manage your mindset, challenge negative self talk, and confront fears directly. Uh, well, I'm able to confront life with exercise. That is my motivation to keep going. I'm able to face life aside from, of course, all the reasons for living, but exercise for me is it's really a part of me already. So it's just how my mindset is. Um, it's not always, yes. I would always want to cultivate on the positive spark so I can keep and sustain the habit of exercising. So curate your environment, surround yourself with positive, supportive individuals. I think as simple as that, it has great influence. Whatever you hear, whatever you see, wherever you are, the people around us, these are support system. These are ways. These are factors for us to keep an exercise habit, isn't it? So again, guys, I hope you learned from those things. And today, guys, I'm just going to start exercising. So maybe can I say, guys, happy Monday exercise somehow, guys. All right, I'm having cramps. So right now, guys, the the feeling is hangover from the weekend. The hangover is there, so it's one barrier that we face every time we are pursuing not just a habit, but pursuing Monday to have the start of the week. And I have tried, guys, not showing up on a Monday at all. Many times I had Mondays that I did not show up. And it's okay. Forgive yourself, that's fine. That's fine. Because there's always a Tuesday or there's always the next hour to start. Maybe you weren't able to wake up in the early in the morning. Maybe, not just looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but rather looking at the next hour or before lunch. You can still try. Lunchtime, you can still try. After lunch, you can still try. In the afternoon, you can still try. Late in the evening, you can still try. It's always the trying part. You just begin, you just start. So I guess that it's just really letting go of what has happened already. It's whatever it is that somehow these things will always be challenges. There will always be struggles in pursuing a habit, right? So we just keep patient. We just be forgiving, learning to let go, and moving on to the next. Or maybe, you know what, just maybe somehow, if you still have the, I mean, I'm talking about Monday, right? So if you still have the hangover over from the weekend, maybe, just letting go and let Monday transcend. You don't have to exercise today if you don't feel like it. You can make it a Tuesday. You can make it a Wednesday if it's too hard, if it's just pressuring you. And always when it's just too hard, maybe closing your eyes and inhale, exhale. You'll have to be doing um, rigorous or kind of strenuous exercise or high intensity. You can just do some stretching if you like. always am reminded, guys, that when I wanted to just don't to just cancel my exercise habit, like just early this morning, I just wanted to call it a day off because from from some factors regarding work, a lot more reasons why. And I'm just being reminded all the time that it is during these hard times, during these times that you are being challenged not to show up. These are the days that you're gonna have if you like the idea that you're gonna have to practice the not giving up whatever happens. You're just wanting to during these times. Even so, if you didn't, for example, that I not showed up today, um, just reflecting on it. If I didn't show up, then I just forgive myself and let go. But just reflect that the next time this happens, what is your go to? Unless it's really a medical reason or kind of that you are wanting, if you are needing to stop. If you like the idea, guys, of practicing the habit of exercising and having it as a lifetime habit, as part of your life, as second nature, not anymore just doing it as a like a task or an errand, but rather it's really a part of you already. If you are just wanting that idea. And there are many times that I am afraid to exercise, all those mixed emotions, lazy to exercise, uh, not at all. I don't want at all to move. There are those days every time, most of the time, guys. Sorry, guys. Okay. It's not really the easier parts in the exercising. Uh, that's okay, that's fine. But during these hard times, that you're doing the hard poses when you are challenged. That's the time. That's the one. These are the times that we're gonna have to practice patience. Just believing, just focusing, just practicing all the time when you are not able to forgive yourself for that time that you're not able to, but always just keep practicing all the time. Just keep making mistakes, keep falling, so that one day you'll gain that strength, get your mind calloused on the things that you thought you cannot do anymore, that you thought you're never gonna be able to do, but because you already have gone through so many hardships in the different parts of the exercise, then you're ready, ready, you're ready to face it, whatever hurdles there may be. It is, it is that gap, that curve, guys. When you don't like doing it, that's what that's what we're going to have to practice all the time. Showing up. Because we don't learn when things are just, breezy, easy. It's those times, during those times when we are um, challenged, during those times when it's impossible, when things are tough, when many factors in life are pulling you to not pursue an exercise habit or whatever habit it is that, what, every day, I'm going to prepare flowers on my vase to beautify the dining table. Those things, if you want that habit, you're going to have to always try to find a way to find any beautiful plant to put on your vase to beautify the table for your children so that when they eat on the table, they are delighted. And it's the habit of always, maybe part of it is having flowers around or planting the flowers or having it available all the time. It doesn't have to be flowers. Sometimes it's just leaves with regards to applying the seasons of life, having the vase prepared all the time, preparing everything to be able to pursue that habit of having that vase on the table. Beautiful set of flowers, beautiful arrangement of flowers, be it small, be it a huge one. That's just a literal example, but it's really the little things to achieve the big picture that we have to practice. I always say practice. I don't want to say to perfect because that's a lot of pressure, isn't it? It means when you want to practice, you are ready to make mistakes. You are open to the lessons it will teach us. That there could be many ways to hack these challenges. Kasi guys, every time, guys, I just wanted to share, guys, that every time that I failed in life, I just wanted to analyze those gaps, that why am I not able to do it? What wrong have I been doing makes me not want to pursue a certain goal or a habit, or the habit of exercising, for example. It's because mostly of my impatience, the way I look at things. And all the more, guys, when you analyze it, it's really during the hard, it is during the pursuit, it's during the determination, the part where you decide, are we just taking action during survival mode, that it's a matter of life and death? Or are we pursuing a thing because, ay, mali. We are pursuing a certain habit because we are wanting to learn the essence by heart, the essence of sacrifice, the real essence of grit, that no matter what, the real essence of patience. It's easy to give up. I had given up so many times in life. I just turned many opportunities, turned down many opportunities in life, cancelled, was not grateful, or forgotten that those moments will never come back. Isn't it sometimes, guys? Most of the time, as they say, guys, opportunity knocks but once, and many are not very very many are given the opportunity or the chance, isn't it? Sometimes you lost the chance already, but maybe there's another window, another pocket of hope during those times when you feel like there's no more that you've wasted anymore. That you're just gonna forgive yourself and learn from it and just move on and do what's next. But there's never going to be, we can never put back time, but we can always learn and practice again. Start, begin something worthwhile in life. Um, and yes, it says, I always share this, guys. Discipline can be learned. Discipline can be learned, guys. So don't give up. Give yourself a chance. Give that goal a chance, whatever it is. You would always have two noises to listen to. Is it the positive or is it the not so good? Are you going to listen to that, or you are going to look at the beauty despite the hardships, despite the rocky, rocky road, rocky road brownies? I remember hitting this pose many times when I was starting, guys, 5 years ago. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'd always stay as a student in yoga for now. And I really dreaded this pose, but I just looked at the beautiful side of it. That it's just teaching me endurance. It's teaching me persistence. It's teaching me being how to be fluid in life. And the exhaling part, the ending part of the pose, is teaching me to let go. That is why, guys, those people that you see are who are already in the prime of their practice, the prime of their exercise journey. It's because many days, of the many times, of the many hours that they have sacrificed, they are had always been practicing. It's just really a matter of doing it perpetually every time. It's not because of the name, it's not just because of that, guys, but rather the sacrifice behind the energy, the effort, all those glorious image of getting healthy, buffed, all those things, guys, had an equal sacrifice, effort, decision, micro, macro decisions to just show up and practice. I have tried and tested, guys. I have tried all the time, but whenever I'm not feeling at all moving to do an exercise habit, I tried to stand up. I really physically just stood up and bitterly decided I will still try, even so I'm dragging myself to the bathroom to get ready, to get my to get dressed. Because we may be having that mindset that if I focus on the this one and the heart and this one is together, then all the rest will follow. Because you want to do it. You just want to do it. You just like it. You're just having fun with it. It's just giving you benefits. There's just much that is there's just much to be appreciated to just pursue this exercise habit. So if you are in that journey, guys, don't give up. You can always learn it, practice it, learn, practice. I'm not doing this perfectly, guys, but I remember, guys, back in the days when I was just able to lift up until here, and it was tough, but I believe that one day I'll be able to raise it up higher and higher all the time when I decide to just practice. Focus. Whatever way you can do it. I know it should be done properly, but just being grateful where you can. Study how your teacher does it. Study. Just study. Learn about it. Not doing it perfectly, guys, but just believing, practicing all the time. Because only through during the challenging times that you're able to discover your inner strength, how fluid you are, uh, how adaptable you are. But if you just get patient, for example, like not doing it perfectly all the time, guys, I'm always sharing that. But when you are challenged to stay for a second, you are practicing it. You can't hold it sometimes, isn't it? And it's just tough. You just having that mindset of always trying one more, trying a second more, trying 2 seconds more, staying with it. Let go there. Exhale. Up again. Practice all the time. If you can, stay here or stay here. Not doing it perfectly, guys, but just practicing. Again, lift up. Practice. One more second. Two, three, four. One more for your health, one more for your children, one more for your family. You can always think like that, guys. Sometimes that's just how I look at it. Another one for your goal, for your dream, for those challenging things that you encounter in life. Maybe it would work if you have that mindset. Holding it one more time, two more times, three, four, five. Lift up. Again. It is during this time that you're wanting to test yourself. Unless it's a matter of life and death, please do not. I always want to share that, guys. I can't for now. And if sometimes some kind of personal personal struggles is being a barrier to whatever habit pursuit are having right this moment or in whatever time. And it's not at all, it's just there keeping you away, keeping you, not keeping you to sustain the exercise habit, guys. Maybe a mindset of the idea of just maybe acceptance, swaying with life, just being fluid with the situation. It's there, right? It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. The problems, the challenges. Maybe the mindset of setting it aside first and giving this time a chance for yourself, just a breather, some way to re-energize, reset from the chaos of life. Isn't it, guys? Because it's there. It doesn't go away, right? So imagine, guys. I mean, we can always stop, quit, rest, delay. But what if there's always going to be the problem? What if there's a bigger problem that's going to come our way? And it's always going to be, the decision is always going to be the easier path, isn't it? Maybe the hack of gauging how much energy or effort or time we put on dwelling on the thinking part of the problems, or instead of feeling that way, maybe exercise can be a go-to solution or some kind of lighten up the problem. gives us that it gives us that uplifting spirit. That's why when we exercise, it uplifts my spirit also. So if you like that mindset, guys, you have that inner strength within you. You have that inner strength within you. You're just gonna have to give yourself that chance and take a look at when how we face life during hard times. You just find a way, right? You just find a way how you hack these chaotic times when when things are not going our way, or when we are challenged to do a habit, especially an exercise habit. Remember back in the days when I also was learning about this. I'm not doing this perfectly though, but just learning to let go during this twined position gave me the perspective of being flexible in life, just being accepting when it's just challenging and it's fearful. It's kind of hard. It's really hard. Just letting go. When the pain goes away, Sometimes I have these questions in mind that are all these days the same? All the 7 days that's coming to our lives, are all these days the same? We are given 24 hours. We all are given the same body parts, body senses. We just have different situations in life. And I just thought of that maybe it's really just how we look at things. It's just how we look at challenges. And I tend to forget that, guys, sometimes, most often. I tend to forget that, but I'm reminded. I keep practicing or reminding myself. It's just how we look at things. If we look at the brighter side, as they say, we just try to look at the brighter side of things. If there's a beautiful behind the ugly look of that situation. So, sharing with you on today's energy, getting over the weekend and facing the week, somehow practicing, even so it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect, nothing is perfect, no situation is perfect. Just trying to practice the habit of positivity despite the barriers in a pursuit habit, in a habit pursuit, rather. And even if you feel like, of course, we're never in control of our how the day will transcend, but just letting go and let things flow as it is. How the day will fall, just let things be. And just by, guys, you know what? Just letting things be is the most wonderful thing on earth. Just letting things be, whatever it is, guys. You're pursuing a certain habit, just let it be. Just try, just start, just begin. Because when the heart, the soul, the body are all in one page, it works out, guys. resist, the more it gets harder, right? So the more when you are just trying, practicing, starting, just starting, just trying once again in life, it feels more liberating, feels more fluid, just in flow. Just enjoy the journey because sometimes you know what, when you're not having fun, especially in an exercise habit, you're not having fun at all, then what's the point, right? What's the point of doing it? What's the point of exerting effort? What's the point of leaving? In fact, right? Because if it's dreading, you have that dreadful feeling while you're doing the exercise, maybe changing it, changing a venue or changing the way, maybe just change the way you do things, or that's just how it is. You just keep on shifting, and you'll find your niche, you'll find your strengths, not anymore dwelling on the not good parts, just rather being grateful and appreciating what is. And no more that much of rushing things. Why am I in a hurry? What am I in a hurry for? Sometimes isn't it we're running too much that we can't find ourselves anymore, right? So sometimes being mindful and being in the moment, just deciding, focusing on one thing that you really like to do. So you need sometimes for us to determine also our strength in pursuing a habit, be it a goal, a habit, whatever it is. Namaste. Okay, so guys, I hope you learned something from that, and I am learning as much. So, would always stay as a student, guys, in learning about patience, discipline. All right, so I hope, guys, see you again on my next live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much po.